This is how I trade New York reversals using CRT. This is known to be as a 5 a.m. CRT model or the 9 a.m. CRT model. Those models are bullshit. People use it wrong. Use these models, the 5 a.m. or the 9 a.m. model, based on the daily profile. Romeo has said this before. Use candle profiles to increase the win rate or the success rate. And this is how you guys actually are meant to trade the 5 a.m. slash the 9 a.m. CRT models. How do you actually trade them is by using daily profiles. And for the Monday range model that we're gonna get onto very soon, is how do you actually trade the Monday range model? Is by what? Weekly profiles. Monday range model will not always happen every week. Yes, they're not meant to happen every week, right? But you're not gonna have setups for a couple weeks, right? You know what I'm saying? That's too much waiting. That's too much waiting, right? You to have high amount of patience for that. If you guys were willing to do that, take the hard way, go ahead, right? But this is even for the daily range model, you're meant to use the weekly profile because sometimes the Monday low is not gonna get soup. The Tuesday, the Monday high may get soup, but guess what? You take shorts, you pattern trade it, you get stopped out, right? And because you guys know the high, the high low matters, right? So if the low gets soup, if it goes with the drawn liquidity, okay, take it. If I'm saying the high gets soup, but it doesn't go with the drawn liquidity, don't take it. Right? Don't force that Monday race model. This is how you guys are actually meant to trade the 5 a.m. slash 9 a.m. CRT model. This is how I trade the New York Russell profile 2 and 1 using CRT. Now, renting, let's get straight into it. And how do I trade them? It's very simple. I look for, if I'm bullish, I would need the Asia session, right? Or the London session, right? I would either need the London session or the Asia session to make the high of the day, not the low of the day. So if I'm bearish, I need the London session or Asia session to make the high of the day, not the low of the day. If I'm bullish, I want the Asia session, right? Or the London session to make the low of the day, not the high of the day. If any case, if I'm bullish and the Asia session makes the high of the day, I would be looking for a New York reversal instead of a New York continuation. Because if I'm bullish, I would need Asia session to make the low of the day, not the high of the day, right? Vice versa, even for a London session as well, right? So on this day, I'll give you guys two examples. You guys can backtest yourself, but you don't need to backtest it, right? But right over here, let's mark out the daily open and the daily close for the specific day would be right over here. And I'm only trading New York, so that's why I said New York reversals, right? So I don't trade London session, so I avoid the London session. Now I'm here clocked in at New York session here, right? So there's two types of New York reversal profiles. Keep that in mind. New York reversal profile 1 AM accumulation, 5 AM impulsion, and 9 AM expansion. New York reversal profile 2, 5 AM accumulation, 9 AM manipulation, and the 1 PM candle as the expansion of the 4-hour time frame. So since I only trade the New York session, I'll let the Asia session and London session play out. They played out. So in this case, if I'm bullish, I want the London session or the Asia session to make the high of the day, not the low of the day. I mean, if I'm bullish, I want it to make the low of that high of the day. Mistakenly said the wrong thing. So if I'm bullish on this day, I want it to make the low of the day, not the high of the day. In this case, the Asia session made the high of the day, so I'm automatically looking for a New York reversal. So my first CRT was this 1 AM CRT, but we go to a lower time frame. It never gave an execution, so we avoid it right over here. So this scanner right over here, this is the slow. There's two things why this scanner got suspected. And first thing, this is why the reason why we didn't execute. First reason is not a legit low. Second reason is it was never a model 1. And both of them must be there. If there's not a legit low, but there's a model 1, I will not take it. They both must be respected. So we avoid it. Now this bearish candles left and right never offer as an entry here. So we avoid it. So now we are looking for a 9 a.m. CRT model, which is the New York Reversal Profile 2. So right over here, you can see we have 5 a.m. accumulation, 9 a.m. manipulation, 1 p.m. expansion. You can see 1 p.m., it did come back down, but guess what? It still expanded right after the candle expanded. So now, quick little glimpse into, sauce to you guys. This is for a New York Reversal Profile 2. You guys can use an hourly CRT to use it as an advanced entry because the 8 a.m. candle is always going to get souped, right? So you can use the 8 a.m. candle as an advanced entry. And real quick, before we move any further, make sure to join Discord for a free mentorship, free one-on-one session, free signals, free gold signals, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share. You get straight back into it, right? And as you guys know, New York Reversal Profile 2 is a very good profile to use it because you can get an advanced entry on this. So we're looking to use the 8 a.m. as our CRT. See 8 a.m. high got soup. So this push to the downside did make sense. Whereas there's a couple reasons why it makes sense. First of all, OTE. Second of all, straight over here, CRT high got soup with the 8 a.m. candle. So now let's go to the lower time frame. Since our CRT low got souped, we already have our key level. And keep in mind, this is right over here. This example is not, a random trade, right? This is not a random example. This is an example, the trade I took. I'm giving you examples of the trade that I took here. This one had narrative, buy, drawn liquidity, all of that, right? So right over here, you can see a soup. And number one gave me right over here. Tapped right over there. Eventually, we're looking to long that shit up. Boom, stop loss here. Take profit all the way to the 50% mark of the daily CRT, which was I think somewhere around here. Right, daily CRT. You guys know this is the butterfly effect model. Some of you guys know this. Let me get that right. Let me get the right drawing, buddy. Boom, right over there. Take profit. Eventually, you got met, right? See, market came all the way back down, but guess what? We're not going to break even. And let's say it'll take profit. And quick little sauce. If you're trading in New York Reversal Profile 2, so the 9 a.m. model, do not go for the hourly CRT as a take profit. Go for the base. Just go for a primarily of the 4 hour. Because if the hourly gonna, if the model's gonna work, it's gonna run through even if the hourly time frame, if the hourly CRT high gets souped, the drawing gets met. Guess what? If the bias is correct, it's highly to go to the 4 hours. So this can be less partial and can be more money to be made. So we're not going to take profit. We'd wait until his final take profit is all over here. Which got met for a 7.7 RR right over here. This is how you trade. This is how I trade a New York Reversals. I'll give you guys one more example before we move any further here. Next example is right over here. So this will be as a New York Reversal Profile 1. To be your so-called the 5 a.m. CRT model. As you can see right over here, this is the New York Reversal Profile 2. This is the New York Reversal Profile 1, right? So are we doing the same thing here? We first must have our context, narrative, drawn, liquidity, in a higher time frame. Eventually, then we execute, right? So all of that has already been made, already been done. I'm just looking to execute right over here because this is the trade I took for a 58.5 RR. So boom, this is the start of the day. If I'm bullish, I'm gonna skip the London session and the A session because I don't trade London session and A session. I'm gonna wait till New York. New York clocked in right over here. Then all I'm doing here is I am looking for the previous session. My bad. I just got lost here. I was like, okay, this is a New York Reversal Profile 2, not Profile 1. Especially 1M commission, 5M commission, and expansion, right? This is a New York Reversal Profile 2, right? 5M commission, 9M commission, 1 p.m. Expansion, right? So it applies the same thing here. It applies the same thing here, right? So right over here, you can see where for bullish, we want the agency to make the low of the day, not the high of the day. In this case, he made the high of the day, so I'm looking for a New York Reversal Profile 2, right? 5M commission, 9 a.m. mid-position, and 1 p.m. expansion. Because 9 a.m. had a SMT divergence. So now all we doing is look at the 15-minute time frame. The last example I give you guys, it was a 5 minute, right? In this case, a 15 minute. Why? Because SMT happened in a 4 hour. But when will you have SMT with the hourly candle as well? But I see, more flaws in the hourly five. Hourly CRT is such a low time frame, right? So a lot could think happen in an hourly time frame, right? A lot of SMT with a 5 minute entry, a lot of things could happen. So 4 hour to 15 minute SMT. So I don't trade. I don't take a 5 minute entry unless it's a near continuation, right? So if it's a near continuation, the only time I would take it out of the SMT if it's a near continuation, right? Nothing else, right? So for a New York Russell, I like to take a 15 minute or a hourly or a 5 minute if the CRT gets purged. If it has the SMT on the 15 minute, right? If there's not SMT and the lows the CRT gets purged, I could look for advanced entry only for a New York Russell profile 2, profile 1. You can look for a 15 minute mod 1 entry, right? If it's a profile 2, I could look for a 5 minute. If there's not SMT, if there's an SMT, I'll be looking for a 15 minute, right? So you can see right over here, SMT divergence, auto 1 confirmation right over here. And you long this shit up to the higher time frame drawn liquidity. Stop loss right there for 9.8 pip stop loss. Take profit 1, CRT high. And your last, other than that, your other take profit, some of you guys would be confused. Okay, so do we use the hourly CRT as our take profit as well? No. It's a New York profile 2. Use the hourly time frame as an advanced entry, and we're not going to take profit. You just use it as an advanced entry to go for more RR here, right? Eventually, your final take profit would be all over here for a 15.5 RR. This one I only made 15.5 RR. It's supposed to be a 16.7 or 16.9, but as you guys know, spread and slippage fuck you up. So yeah, that's that. And this is how I trade a New York Rosa profile 1 and 2. This is how I trade the 5 AM model and the 9 AM model. And this is how I trade New York Russells using CRT. If you're watching, make sure you guys join our Discord for a free signal, free one-on-one sessions, free mentorship, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.